So I had a thought, didn't think I'd be doing one of these videos again so quickly, but because of what's going to be happening again this next week, and my friends also encouraged me because they thought I'd do a good job of them, here we are again. Basically, the procedure that was in the last week in my life video has been rescheduled now, and it's for next week, but it's ended up falling on my birthday. So the actual procedure is on Wednesday, but my birthday's Tuesday, and because of the prep that has to be done the day before, that's when I have to go in. The thing is with this procedure is it's rescheduled on a general anaesthetic, so once I come back around on the Wednesday, I will probably be out of it. I was a little bit like, would I be able to push it back? Because the long story is, and I felt really selfish for thinking it, but I haven't been out this year for a meal. Like, I know loads of people haven't, and I know people haven't been able to celebrate birthdays as they should be able to this year, especially with lockdown. But I was really looking forward to this one meal out. So knowing that, I was quite gutted about it. The thing is, when I say my tongue hurt before, I can't really describe it other than it felt like someone had put sandpaper against my tongue, and that would be the texture. It would feel like if food was on my tongue, but it would also sting. The only way I can describe the stinging is when you're a child and you fall and you've got a graze on your knee, and then you put like antiseptic cream on or something. Like, that's the only kind of way I can describe it. It's just so painful. I don't really know how I persevered with it. After my operation, the mini miracle I was always wanting for my tongue not to hurt anymore happened. So I was really looking forward to this one meal. I had a letter come through for yesterday's clinic, which was my head and neck review, which is every 2 months now, but it's been moved back another 3 weeks because the whole clinic's been cancelled, and I rang up to see if there was anything sooner, and there isn't, and basically that's because of COVID. And they rang back yesterday to confirm that I would be in on the 3rd and 4th of November, and my gut feeling was right, as in telling me that would end up happening, and that same gut feeling is the one that told me it needs to be done, because if it did get pushed back, the likeliness is it's probably going to be cancelled. I can't afford to not have it done, so here we are, gonna see what happens this next week. So in my other video, I mentioned the garden centres are the new Christmas markets. So I'm currently in Cargate Christmas Market, and I've come across this giant. This guy used to terrify me when I was little. Every time I'd walk by it, I'd avoid it. Whereas now, I feel kind of sorry for him, because he's been kicked out of his grotto and he's just like in the middle of it all. Yesterday was the 30th of October, which was when I did that long intro for this video. I then went and took my dog Gracie a walk with a friend, and then I came back and my room has been decorated by my mum and my sister as a surprise, which I'm absolutely loving. And this morning we went to the garden centre, which, as you have just seen, I was very excited about, seeing all the Christmas stuff. I've just gone for my COVID swab, which again, personally, I find them pretty straightforward. I know my friends don't find them pleasant, and I know they're not very pleasant, but just personally for me, I find them pretty straightforward. The nurse even said to me after she'd finished, "Gosh, you were fine with that," and she said, "You must be very experienced," and I said, "Yeah, a bit too experienced, but there we go." And when she thought I was 16, that was actually a compliment, because I usually get told I look about 12 or 13. And now, like the rest of the country, I'm kind of just sat here waiting to see what this lockdown situation is. So this 3-day isolation thing that I thought would be done after I've had my procedure looks like it's probably going to be lasting a little bit longer, but luckily, considering they haven't talked about vulnerable people shielding again, I don't think I'll have to have the same measures as last time, so that will make things a lot easier. At least I'll be able to go out for walks this time, well, if the weather's decent. But yeah, I think in a positive perspective, I think it should be a little bit more manageable, but that's just personally. Well, after last night's lockdown announcement, and seeing as Halloween is over now and I won't be going for a birthday meal next week, I've decided Christmas is officially happening. Going to try to keep a positive perspective. I'm just going to do some exercise at home, Christmas prepping, and I've already said I'm come up with a plan with some friends over FaceTime. I'm going to do them a fitness thing. I'm going to teach them a little Christmas dance. I'll add a couple of little clips in of what I've actually tried to come up with, just because none of them's ever danced before, so it'll just be something to do and it'll be quite fun. Right, I think I've come up with it, so I'm going to film it and just see what happens. Oh jeez, this is what life's come to. I've done it wrong! The only thing that's going to be better in this lockdown is that I have little Gracie to keep me company now. Oh, hello! She's scared of the balloons. So this video has now completely took a turn from what I expected it to be, and that is that on my birthday morning, the day I was supposed to be admitted, I got a call to say that there was an inpatient and things weren't going to plan at their end and wasn't going as expected, so they would have to push my procedure back or try and get me on a different list, but that didn't happen. So I ended up with great news in a way, because I was just so thrilled that I could enjoy my full day without having to go into hospital, do the prep, which is just really exhausting. And instead, I just had a really nice day at home, got such thoughtful gifts and messages from all my friends and family. I'll just add some little pictures in now instead of having to actually go into hospital. Today is the start of lockdown, which is wonderful. Yeah, so we're locked down, obviously dancing's had to shut, so we're back to good old Zoom. We've just done the first class back, and funnily enough, I really wanted a bar, so like a ballet bar, last lockdown, but obviously everywhere had sold out. Pretty much all the cheap ones and the good ones have gone, so about 5 weeks ago I saw one back in stock and thought, I'll get that, I can practice at home, and if there's another lockdown then I'm fully prepared. Well, little did I know there'd be a sooner lockdown than expected, so luckily I have this handy thing now, and this is now my dancing space. That goes in there, the door closes, and this is what I'll be doing every week, probably for another 4 weeks. And also, thank you to the Mott family. I'm loving my leotard you sent me for my birthday. I'd already mentioned that my tongue had hurt when I was eating before, and now that it doesn't, the one thing I wanted to do for my birthday was to go for a meal, like I've talked about, and I also wanted to get a cake specially made, because now that I can enjoy all these little treats, I just really fancied it. So I moved my cake order from the Tuesday to the Friday, obviously thinking I was going into hospital, and I got this really lovely, amazing cake made by the cakeologist, and it was just perfect. Like, absolutely love it. It was just so lovely to finally be able to enjoy a little treat again. So I'll just add in a little picture and clip now of after the cake got delivered on Friday. I couldn't do two. Oh, class, good luck. Stop it. It's now the 9th of November, so it is the following week, and I still haven't heard about a rescheduled procedure, so there may be another week in my life video. I might do another one, but for now this has turned out to be a little bit more of a birthday lockdown edition than what I had planned. Yesterday I did go on a little distance dog walk, so I'll just finish up this video with a little clip from that.